an incredible day that is a celebration unlike any other you'll see in Southwest Louisiana.
Do you need to make sure that your kids are bringing their own tote bags here because there are going to be so many different beads and different throws to catch from the parade. They're going to have a great time. And what's better than that?
Thanks for joining us on Louisiana's Playground Podcast, your roadmap to all things Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm Brady Raynard.
And I'm Anna Strider. We are here today with another special edition episode, which is really exciting because we know that you love Mardi Gras as much as we do. So we wanted to bring you an episode that is talking about all things happening Mardi Gras weekend.
And think of it as a companion for our Mardi Gras episode, except this time we're just going to go through all the parades, the events, and ways to really celebrate the carnival season right here in the lake area.
Exactly. And what's really exciting is that we really are in the midst of Mardi Gras right now. Saturday, February 11th, really is a kickoff of multiple different parades in the community. There's various balls and events going on that all start this weekend. And one of those being the Vinton Chicken Run and Vinton Mardi Gras Parade that all starts that Saturday morning.
Yeah, at 7 a.m. is the chicken run, followed by noon at the parade, and it's really fitting that Vinton kicks off our celebrations, being that they really are the start of Calcasieu Parish and the lake area right there on the Texas border, to where that's where the Mardi Gras starts as it creeps into Lake Charles, ending obviously there on Mardi Gras Tuesday.
Exactly. But like we said, it's a Mardi Gras weekend for us, and it doesn't just start on Friday for the weekend. Rolling into Thursday, you have the Mardi Gras Lighted Boat Parade that evening. And what's really special about the city of Lake Charles is that it truly hugs the lake around Lake Charles. So the boat parade is perfectly positioned as the decorated boats come all the way around the shoreline and just are adorned with Mardi Gras lights and displays. And you can stand along the sidelines there and get to enjoy the scene.
And from a lighted boat parade on Thursday night comes our really only night parade following on Friday night, which is the Merchants Parade. That starts at 7 o'clock in Lake Charles, and it's the first parade really of the season for Lake Charles. Starts at the Civic Center, goes to Sail Road, and it's the one that's probably is the most adult-focused of any of our parades, I would say. It's one that's great to, enjoy the parade, have fun, and then kind of hit the night out for the town. It's a perfect 1-2 punch in that regard.
It is a great lead up into Saturday, February 18th, when it really kicks off a full day of events. That morning, bright and early, starting at 7 a.m., is a world-famous Cajun extravaganza and gumbo cook-off. And for just $10, you get an access to basically all you can eat gumbos and everything from chicken and sausage to wild game, of course, seafood gumbo. And what's really awesome is that there's amateur and professional teams from all around the region that come together to make hundreds of gallons of gumbo that you get to taste.
Absolutely delicious. It's
on my calendar.
Yeah, it's the tastiest time of all of our events as well. And as that gumbo cook-off wraps up, that's when the Crew of Barkus Parade, which is a doggone good time, pun intended. It's a costume pet and their owners. It's really a kind of whimsical carnival atmosphere where the dogs dress up and they parade down Ryan and Broad Street there. It's one of the most highly attended parades because it's a chance to kind of see the lake area pets and silly costumes, and some of them are really, really good. In fact, the mystical dog is given to the one with the best costumes. A whole lot of fun, and it's way different than obviously all the other parades we have.
After the Crew of Barkus, the fun keeps on going. We have the Crew of Omega Parade that also rolls downtown Lake Charles. And what's really special about the Crew of Omega Parade is the only local parade that is put on by one crew specifically, and that they put all the work in to host this parade and to parade through the streets of downtown, which is really a fun time.
And then from there that night, there's a couple of crews that put on more of a show kind of atmosphere with the Crew of Illusions Extravaganza. And then over in Sulphur, it's the Crew of Cosmos. They have their big pageant and presentation, 72nd annual there for the men and women of the Cosmos.
That really just speaks to how rich our Mardi Gras culture and history is here, and how long many of these different crews have been established and supporting and our local community. So Saturday's a big day, and we're just getting started. Sunday truly is a day of relaxing. Take the morning easy. There's plenty of different places to have brunch in our communities, and
It's
get
for
ready.
the kids.
Get ready because it's for the kids.
That starts with the Mardi Gras Children's Day celebration that starts at 11 and runs till 2 over at the Civic Center. You know, they have exhibitions all for the kids, things like education stations and arts and crafts, all while helping them learn the history and the traditions of Mardi Gras. The kids get to each have a king cake to take home with them, and approximately about 1,500 kids each year come and celebrate. So it's a well-attended event that really then sets up one of our most fun parades as well because of the enthusiasm, the Children's Day Parade.
Exactly. Right as the Mardi Gras Children's Day event is ending at the Civic Center, which, by the way, is free, we roll right into the parade. So it's a great opportunity for you to walk over to the downtown area and find your spot along the parade route to get settled in and watch the many different floats and community members and kids that are on these floats roll through downtown. And what's really fun to remember is you need to make sure that your kids are bringing their own tote bags here because there are going to be so many different beads and different throws to catch from the parade. They're going to have a great time. And what's better than that?
So if by Monday you're kind of a little exhausted from the parades, that's good. We have no parades on Lundi Gras, as it's so affectionately called, but we do have the Royal Gala over at the Civic Center, and this is like the show of shows. If there's one to go to while you're here in town, thousands attend every year. You see the kings and queens and all the royal members of the crews, even the jesters, and it's all in really museum quality costumes. It's $10 a ticket to get in, and it's really an interesting sight because you see the pageantry that is Mardi Gras in the show. But wait, there's more.
Always.
It obviously all culminates on the final day, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Meaning, as we learned about it in the last episode, Fat Tuesday. It's the last day before Lent and Ash Wednesday, and it's really the day to get all of the excess of the Mardi Gras season out of the way, and you enjoy one amazing day. And it starts bright and early on the very east side of Calcasieu Parish with the Iowa Chicken Run, also known as Courrier de Mardi Gras, meaning the Run of Mardi Gras. It is a whole presentation that really involves the entire town. David Falk, our guest on episode 10, really does a deep dive into the whole event. So if you're really interested in hearing about it, I suggest going there after chasing the chickens and going by multiple homes. Everyone from the town comes together and cooks a big gumbo that feeds the town. An incredible day that is a celebration unlike any other you'll see in Southwest Louisiana.
And I can vouch for that. I attended last year at the Iowa Chicken Run, and it was just a fun time.
When you get there, find a local, ask around. They will love to see you experience this type of celebration for the first time and tag along and see it through the eyes of a local. So find one and say, hey, how do I celebrate this the right way? And they'll point you in the right direction.
Exactly. As the festivities are going on in Iowa, the Lake Charles Mardi Gras celebration kicks off around noon. And that kicks off with the Mardi Gras block party going on from noon to 8 p.m. There's going to be a number of different artists playing on the stage there, as well as food vendors and food trucks. So a really great area. The street is blocked off, and you're in the heart of downtown for the many different parades that'll be rolling right past.
Yeah, think of it almost as a Mardi Gras tailgate where you're able to kind of explore downtown, all the couple of different areas, but it also doing so in kind of a safe area there. There's also other similar types that are maybe more focused towards kids, like the Mardi Gras in the Zone just a few blocks away near the Peugeot area on Ryan Street, also on the parade route. That all is about the preparation for the multiple of parades that we have that day, which starts with the second line stroll. It's a walking parade that go down Ryan Street, the Mardi Gras music that really is the appetizer, so to speak.
And following the second line stroll is the Jeeps parade. They roll one right after another, so you're definitely really engaged. There's a lot of things to be looking at and exciting. And I know we have a fellow Jeep lover here on the podcast.
I'm doing the Jeep wave right now. I've got my Wrangler there in the parking lot. The members of the Seven Slot Society, the local Jeep community in town, really put that one on. From there, The Motor Gras Parade, so another car parade follows. That one's more in the lines of kind of older muscle cars and older kind of styled cars. The really showroom vehicles kind of go through, and that's a pretty cool time to see some really classic vehicles.
As that one ends, there's a perfect amount of time to explore downtown, grab a bite to eat, go listen to the music as the main event, formerly the Crew of Cruise Parade, kicks off at 5 p.m. And that one is what we've all been waiting for, the big extravaganza of parades in downtown Lake Charles.
The granddaddy of them all. You could call it the Rose Bowl of Lake Charles parades if you're really into college football. How about that? It's 4 miles worth of parade.
Yes.
The parade length comes out to 4 miles, and people line Ryan Street and basically the entire parade route. We mentioned that it starts at noon, the block party. People typically will get out there as early as 8 a.m., 7 a.m. to really secure their spots if they're not necessarily at some of those areas. So you'll see people tailgating in true, you mentioned college football fashion, all day and really taking in the Lake Charles Mardi Gras atmosphere. It is a spectacle from sunrise to sunset, and it's all because of that main event.
Exactly. And there's over 50 crews that participate. Like you were saying, 4 miles of parades. That's over 100 large floats that they're not all just driven by a pickup truck. These are double-decker floats. So really something to be seen. If you haven't experienced a Mardi Gras parade, you've got to be here for Mardi Gras Day to truly experience what Southwest Louisiana Mardi Gras is.
And if you're ever wondering what happens at the parades, they're going to throw a multitude of clothes, like shirts, that are kind of collectible there, beads and collectible cups, doubloons, different gifts, candies, food. You never know what you'll catch at a Mardi Gras parade.
We've hit y'all with a lot of fun details on all the exciting things that you can experience at Mardi Gras here in Southwest Louisiana. There are more events going on throughout this time frame. This is just a snippet. So to find more details on all of these events that we've talked about, the parades, the balls, and so much more, head on over to swlamardigras.com.
Thank you for your interest in Southwest Louisiana Mardi Gras, and thank you also for taking time out of your day to join us here on the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a rating or a review.
Each time that you do, it helps us grow our audience to be able to further tell you the unique stories that Southwest Louisiana has to offer. I'm Anna Strider.
And I'm Brady Reynard. Thanks again for coming play at Louisiana's Playground. See you.